Okay.
You just shut the bed, so that's good.
What's that?
Computer just shut.
Did it really?
Yeah, and so I had to move to my phone. And also I have no internet in here, remember? So
That's true.
that's why I'm always holding my phone up there.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Hey, podcast.
You will hear the Google off in the podcast today.
Oh my God,
Yeah, I
is
had a few
anybody else
tech issues.
Is anybody else really thirsty?
Yes, I've had a Coke and
I've
my big Stanley Cup.
never been thirstier in my whole entire life.
It's as hot as the sun in here today.
It is.
Oh, no, I reckon the thirstiest I've ever been in my life was when we were at, which airport? Remember I had
Las Vegas Airport?
Las Vegas Airport. I was so dry. I had 3 large Coca-Colas in a row and 3 huge iced waters. The lady thought I was...
And by the time you got to the bottom of each one, you started looking less and less dry.
I know, my lips were like, give me something.
Yeah.
You
But
look
Coke
like-
doesn't quench your thirst. Just a little FYI for next time.
Okay.
No. That's why you just
Save
can
that up
drink
here.
it. Oh, you just keep drinking it.
Puppy is my favourite thing when I'm real thirsty.
Oh, yeah.
Scull it out of a
Scissor.
can. Yep, solid 0 sugar.
Oh, yeah, that's
Scissor.
quite nice.
It's so good.
Yeah.
That quenches your thirst.
Yeah.
Freezing cold can.
I like that. What's that?
Almost a slushy.
What's that one that has the electrolytes in that you don't get it here? And it is called. This is really boring. So anybody want cut me off at any point?
What, a fizzy drink?
No, it's like a Gatorade. but you
Lucasade.
get it-
Vitamin water.
No, you're getting close. No, you get it overseas. It
Overseas
is
water.
called overseas water. Let's just go with that because
Overseas
I have
water.
no idea.
Overseas water.
Overseas water, I love that.
Well,
Tune
well,
into the podcast tomorrow. I'll have an answer.
Okay.
You won't because
You
you'll
won't
forget as
remember.
soon as you walk out the door.
Enjoy the podcast. We're back home.
Just you wait and see.
Also, Joel Creasy, you haven't revealed the points, the results of the points from our trip.
Saturday night, I'm having an Black Tie Awards ceremony. Everyone's required to attend, even though I actually have a show.
Same. I'll be on the Gold Coast, so I won't
We'll
be
have to do it
able to
via
attend.
What do you mean?
Zoom.
Points for what?
Well, we've been
Remember-
gathering points on our trip.
Yeah, you've not done very well, Blackers. But
Points
you
for
know,
what? I didn't even know it was happening.
I've just been
Yeah.
handing out random points
Yeah, you
for a
get
bit of
points
fun.
deducted for being a bitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't a bitch once.
Once.
I was not a bitch once.
No,
The
not
whole
once.
booth
You were a
throws their
bitch
head back.
a lot.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. You're
But
the one that
sometimes
has-
you get it. Sometimes you get a point for being a bitch.
Yeah,
It depends what sort of bitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, like in the right situation, switch the bitch. You know?
Yeah, petty fleur style.
Enjoy the podcast.
Hello, podcasters. Welcome to the podcast.
bitches.
Hey, pod.
Podcast.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so good to be home.
So
we
good.
are home. We landed a couple of hours ago. I'm feeling fresh.
Same.
Yeah,
we,
same.
We're all going to hit a wall very soon.
A big, fat wall
and
at 6.
hopefully you're all going to be here with us to witness it.
No wall hitting
be
till
loose.
6.
No, absolutely not. I'm caffeinated up
Yeah.
to the eyeballs. I'm ready to go. It feels so good to be back. It's so good to see everyone's faces, and it's so good to be back in your ears.
I know. And we had genuinely such a fun time. The best group of listeners, such incredible concerts and red rooms. I'm on a high. I'm feeling good.
I think also because we didn't really stop. That's why, because a lot of people, the one question people ask you is, are you jet lagged? I don't get jet lagged, but I don't think we will because we didn't really stop moving.
No, and I think with all of the things we were doing and all the travel, I don't actually think we got out of Australia time.
No.
You know, we were
We just
always on the
go.
go, like late nights after a show, but then waking up really early to get to the airport, to get to the next city, to get on it. Like it was just go, but in the best way. It felt like it was 7
Yeah.
years, but it also felt like it went like that.
You can sleep when you're dead, you know?
That's what I always
etc.
say.
Oh
That's
no,
what
I'll be
I say.
sleeping tonight.
Oh, I will be too. Don't you worry.
I feel like I'm on Dom Dollar Las Vegas time. Like
Yeah.
that's just like, there's smoke machines in my face. It's 2 a.m.
Like Vegas, time does not exist in
No.
Vegas. I know why everything is indoor because they just want to keep you inside so you don't know what the time is. You lose track of the time and then you start spending more and more money.
Yep.
And it's nice to not smell like cigarettes.
I know.
Yeah.
Just
I'll be back
everywhere.
on the Australian dollar.
Oh my goodness.
There is
Yes.
also something I do like though about
Smelling like cigarettes.
smelling like ciggies because it's just like because my
Yeah.
mum used to smoke with the windows up in the car and there is something
Reminds
about
you
it
of
that
childhood.
I do just love the smell of a fresh durry on your t-shirt.
You know what I like the most about being home? That I get the buttons again. So
I know.
I can do stuff like this.
Yes.
Just feels good and it feels right. A big Wednesday show for you, Wednesday Wheel, and some Morgan Wallen information. If you would like to do something like we did and go overseas, see a big act. Details on that after 5 as well. But let's kick off with Benson Boone. Sorry, I'm here for someone else. Totes.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
B Boone. Sorry, I'm here for someone else. But we're not. We're here for you again.
We're
back
here
in your
just
ears.
for you.
I mean, we're in your ears and here for you and away for you.
I know, but we're back to regular programming now.
Yes. And we went on that fabulous trip for you, you know.
That's a good way of spinning it, so people don't get the...
Don't hate you.
Yes. That's what I'm trying don't worry, we've got heaps more stuff coming up. Morgan Wallen. Overseas. I think that's in London, pretty sure.
That'd be nice.
It
how
will be
fun.
nice. Details on that very soon. Got some Chemist Warehouse cash to give away very soon for Mother's Day.
Oh, my God.
Because we've landed
Mother's Day?
Sunday. Landed in time for Mother's Day. That's okay. I don't know why you're whispering about Mother's Day.
Well, Jenny listens to the show. You know, we can talk about Jack, my fiance, all day long because we know he doesn't listen, but Jenny never misses the show.
Well, Mother's Day is Sunday, so buy Mum a fragrance from Chemist Warehouse. Our favourite caller score $100 Chemist Warehouse vouchers as well. Is that right today?
Exciting.
Oh, wow. Good stuff.
Look at you go behind the wheel again.
Oh, it's so nice to not be doing a show from a car or a hotel room.
Yeah, pacing around a hotel room with your microphone.
I did love the show from the
it's
car.
fun.
Down
the
the
car was
405. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
I know. I was in the very back seat being thrown around like a loose piece of luggage, just hitting like wall to wall.
Just
or
how you
wall to
like
loop.
it.
Yeah.
My luggage actually was the loosest because my luggage came out literally the last bag to come out from our flight was my bag.
I was at home by the time you got your bag.
Yeah. I was just standing there with everyone going, hey, so what was your favourite part?
Yeah.
Walk to the next. Yeah, I'm sure you're really struggling to chat.
I wasn't. It was
And there's
good,
no
actually.
and there's no bar by the baggage carousel, so that would have killed you.
And
Really hard not to
also,
have a drink in my hand.
I saw you sleep for the first time ever.
What do you mean?
You
When?
slept on both flights.
I sleep on the plane on the way home.
I know, but generally you have micro sleeps. You have like little 4-minute sleeps where you close your eyes and then you're like, hey, what's going on?
I know,
Well, I
and then you're back. Boom.
At that really fancy place Ricky took us to before our flight
I
yesterday.
know. When John Mayer was across the room.
Yeah. Tim got a little bit jet lagged and had to have a little, and it was like nodding off at the table. And I
Yeah.
just said, put your head next to Joel's shoulder and just close your eyes. I'll set the timer 5 minutes because he's got the worst FOMO in the whole entire world.
I have photos if anyone wants them.
And so I set the timer for 5 minutes and he had a teeny tiny little micro nap and then you were back. You were fine.
I was back, baby. Is it appropriate to show that photo of John Mayer from the very fancy place? I know.
I was very angry at you for taking photos. You're not allowed to have you're not allowed to take photos in that place. You're not allowed to walk around. But
You're not allowed to take photos in there. Is that a rule?
Well, you're not allowed to. You can like take photos of like you and your table and your food, but it's kind of frowned upon.
Which
even
is fair.
just that, because people like John Mayer are just sitting there and they want to be left alone instead of being zoomed in on having a private conversation with someone.
With a very young lady.
Yeah, and
don't
then
think she
spoken
was
about
that
national
young.
radio.
Okay.
She kind of looked my age.
Or 40. But we're very proud of our little guy here, Joel Creasy, because next you're going to tell us the thing you did leave behind. And on 13-24-10 now, what's the biggest thing you've left behind after a trip?
Yeah. What'd you lose?
Yeah, basically. But we're proud
I
of you.
nailed it. I nailed it.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Just give me a call, maybe, or call us, 13-24-10, our favourite calls, so they get $100 to spend at Chemist Warehouse for Mother's Day.
And we have seen some fantastic gigs in the last week, but I always say Carly Rae is one of the best
You do?
concerts I've ever been to in my life. I
say
say
that
that
a
all the
lot.
time. I do say that a lot. I'm a mad Carly Rae Jepsen fan.
You are. She's very underrated.
So underrated. I saw her at the Forum Theatre.
Yeah.
Like, she's got so many hits.
She's amazing.
She really does. She really does. And she's got a very loyal fan base.
Can I put you on the spot and ask you to name 2 more hits from Carly Rae Jepsen?
I really
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah, and I want to cut to the feeling.
Yes,
oh,
that's a good
yeah. She always closes on that one. That's her abracadabra / padum. Oh, this is the best.
Okay,
So good.
I'm not really going to buy the huge hits. The Call Me Maybe's massive.
That's huge. Other than those three,
And she writes with a lot of people too, or for a lot of people.
Timberland?
Why don't you try with Timberlake?
That's Ricky's
Like, what's your
partner.
problem?
Why didn't you write with Timberlake?
Why
While
don't
we're
you
away?
just-
I'm going
yeah.
to tell Guy Sebastian.
Guy Sebastian's already on my case.
It's
Come on, Guy, let's
time
go.
to talk about our little friend Chaotic Creasy.
Chaotic. Creasy.
Because you are, as I said
love
this
that.
to even some of the listeners at the baggage claim, for the man that travels more than any of us, you are a little bit frazzled sometimes as a traveller. Your bag's always spilling open like, you know,
Yes.
like dim sum.
Well, first of all, I travel the heaviest because I think I like to serve a different look on every occasion, and I think I nail that.
You wore the same jumper.
I'll just take that knife out of my back.
jumper.
You wore
Thanks,
that
Joel.
same tiny little jumper on every flight.
Oh, okay.
That was the
Flights are
smallest
different.
little jumper I've ever seen in my life.
What do you mean? Are you saying I was too big for it?
No, it's just a tiny little jumper. Like
He likes
like
I like it.
It's like my
It's
black trench coat. It's his airport
Yeah.
outfit.
It's my airport outfit. Look, I'm a hot mess. I even did a stand-up tour years ago called Hot Mess. So, you know, I'm very upfront about it. But when travelling, I do tend to leave things behind. I'm a bit forgetful. I'm a blonde, let's remember.
Is it, though, because we've talked about this before when we've been on trips, and you may or may not have heard us talk about it, about Joel's room. And when we say Joel's room, it's basically the contents of every bag that he owned on the floor, but just as if there's been a hurricane in the room. But this is like 5 minutes after we arrive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every single time. But is that why you lose things? Because you just kind of, is there any
No, it's
order
just
in
not
your
how-
suitcase of like, or is everything in your suitcase also chaotic?
No, the suitcase is quite organised. It's just my brain is chaotic.
Yeah.
And that is the beauty of it, am I right? But I'm pretty happy with myself from this trip.
Yes.
Because, I thought I lost my engagement ring day one. It did not. It was just in
my
my. It was
gosh.
just in my checked baggage. So
Oh my God,
all
that
all
feels
was
like
fine there.
a million years ago. And
That
I
was a
forgot
million years
that
ago.
You were on the plane.
told you just never
thinking
take it
you
off.
Had lost it.
No,
should
no,
never
that's why I
take
could
it
never
off.
take. No, I do take it off because that's why I could never get a tattoo and want to wash it off. And then, so I thought this is not a good start. I'm going to be losing things in every single place we go. I only lost one thing.
One very important thing that you'd only just purchased as well.
I'd only just purchased, and this is the reason why
Spill it.
I didn't allow myself to purchase them. I lost one AirPod the entire trip.
Yes, Joe!
Look, Erin is fist pumping. She's been on many a work trip with me. She's always trying to look for the passport
Yeah.
or the necklace I've left behind,
All right,
laptop.
so let's one up the AirPod thing. Rebecca, what's the biggest thing you left behind on a trip? Share it.
Hi, how you going?
Very
Yeah, we're
good, thank
good.
you.
My house keys on a night out in the taxi. I was drunk.
Right. Rebecca,
Yeah.
this is the trick, right? All my friends have keys to my house. So I can call them at any time of day and be like, hey,
Yeah,
can you come let me
But
in?
what if it's 4 a.m. and they're asleep?
My parents were home, luckily.
Oh, that's good, because I was going to say, what did you do? But they were home. They let
Also,
you in.
I've got 2 words for you, Joel, and it's changed my life because I like to go out.
Oh,
I
you
don't
can
like to
say
take
lockbox?
keys. Yeah, lockbox.
We've got one of those, but I forgot the code.
Oh my
Genuinely.
gosh. You don't even know the codes to very important, information in your life, like your bank.
Well, I keep changing the password and then I forget.
Okay, Julie, biggest thing you left behind. Go for it.
Oh, hi, kiddies. Welcome back.
Hello. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
The
Julie.
best thing I ever left behind was my ex. Far North Queensland. It was awful. I booked a flight. After 3 days, I got out of there, and that was the end of that.
Yes,
Oh, bye, Felicia.
Wow.
Julie. Yes.
You don't mess
So
around,
that was
Jules.
pretty big.
That's huge. I think that takes the cake.
Yeah, we'll give you $100 to spend at Chemist Warehouse. You still have a mum, don't you? Actually, don't answer that in case you don't.
Good on you, Julie.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Veal. Oh, it's good to see our Wheel.
I'm a bit nervous. Is she still talking to us because she didn't come on the trip?
Well,
Is she a bit-
She hasn't said a word to me.
Yeah, she's a bit salty. I was getting that vibe.
She is, and she was actually turned away from me. She wasn't looking at me.
Oh, she's angry.
She's giving me the silent treatment and the cold shoulder, but I'm about
She-
to.
You're about to spin it right now, aren't you?
She
Real quick,
loves
come on,
jelly
let's go.
roll.
She
You
does.
know Will loves jelly roll.
Here she goes. Hello, big girl. Hello, beautiful. Oh, yeah, listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
Yes.
go. Nice.
Hello, gorgeous.
Say she's a professional, still does her job, even though
course.
she's...
She can be very
Mad
cranky at you, but still do her job. It's Google.
Oh, she's really done her job. I love Google Off.
Nice.
Now, the first Red Room, the first gig, trip was Gracie. Still one of
it?
my favourite
No, it wasn't.
shows. I loved it so much. Oh, first on the trip
Oh, okay.
Sorry, well, you were in Sydney. My God, let me just get to it.
It was a chip for me.
True. Okay. So Ricky kicked us off in Sydney at the Ovalome.
Thank you.
It was really great.
Thank you.
Then second was Gracie, and she finishes her show with this.
The
Close
best.
to you. It's the best. She is tonight in Brisbane. Is that right? Melbourne, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Adelaide, Tuesday, then wrapping up in Perth next Friday and next Saturday. This is a belter.
It's huge. This
Love you,
made me
Gracie.
love this song.
Yeah.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
You are in for a treat tonight, Brisbane. Wonder if she'll wear that same dress with the no shoes.
Oh, she looks
yes.
sensational. And you won't find a nicer crowd, I don't think. They were the most lovely crowd.
And
at
up on
Gracie
their
Abrams.
feet, singing,
Yeah.
screaming
Well,
at
we
the top
were.
of their lungs from the
Yes.
start of the show to the very end. It was awesome.
We were really doing that.
And I was, kind of a Gracie fan from like the song that we love. What's
Yeah.
it called? Kicking back on the couch, making eyes from
That's so
across.
trip.
Like I loved that song,
Mm-hmm.
but going and seeing the show and seeing her and chatting to her, I'm in.
Is that a podcast, Jermaine? Is that up and available as a podcast?
Sure
Okay.
is.
I'm just confused with what is and what isn't.
What do you mean?
You know?
You turned around and gave you a thumbs up.
Yeah, but there's some things that aren't. Some
Okay.
things that aren't allowed.
But he gave you the thumbs up.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, thumbs up's a good thing.
Now, we were abreast of the New York Gala.
We were.
Wow. What great sentence.
Yeah, we were abreast of the gala on our travels, and obviously, the outfits were insane. Is it Lisa from White Lotus?
Blackpink.
We were
Yeah.
talking about this, I think, in the airport lounge this morning.
Which
And-
one?
Yes, well, she had Lisa from Blackpink.
Oh, no, I meant which airport. We went through a few.
It was in Fiji Airport this
Oh,
morning.
that's right,
At
yeah.
4 or 5 a.m., whatever time it was.
Thank you, Fiji Airways,
Yes.
for your wonderful service.
And,
They were
and
lovely.
you guys were wondering why she had Rosa Parks stitched on her Louis Vuitton undies on the red carpet at the Met Gala.
Wouldn't have thought that's a place for Rosa Parks.
No,
is
but
a
when you
pair of undies.
understand it is fashion. But when you understand what the theme of the Met Gala was this year, it all will make sense. Now, Joel, you said that you have a couple of guesses and you think you figured it out.
Yeah, because I was just looking at photos. And then I didn't. I was trying to guess it. Okay, it's either because you gave me. So I think it's either pearls, but I don't think that's correct.
Well, give me your other one.
Well, you said a lot of
Because
the
they're
outfits had pearls on them. A lot of the outfits had
Okay.
pearls on them. Or you,
Pearls gets
I
the
was
girls.
saying suited, and you said I was close, Ricky. So my guess is going to be Taylor.
Yes.
Taylor Swift.
Tailored?
Swift.
Tailored?
It's
That's the theme?
The dress code was tailored for you, and the theme was superfine tailoring black style. And it was a cultural and historical examination of black style over 300 years through the concept of dandyism, which I didn't know what that meant. And dandyism traces back to the 1700s during the slave trade, when there was a trend of fashionably dressed or dandified servants. And like zoot suits were popular among black men, considered the first uniquely American suit, and consisted of long jackets, shoulder pads worn over baggy dress and pants. So that was the theme.
I was seeing a
Off
lot
the top
of that.
of your head, too. That was
I know,
unbelievable.
I just remembered that. But Lewis Hamilton
know.
was one of the co-chairs, who was also a very fashionable
Oh, he looked fantastic.
individual. And the thing that I was most like, this is where we get into the juice, right? There's a lot of people that were going to be running into their exes at the Met Gala. This was the one that I was most excited in when
imagine?
I saw that Nicole Scherzinger was at her very
Tony nominee.
first ever Met Gala, because they were together for a very long time.
I forgot about that.
They were on and off. They broke up.
Yeah, I forgot
did
about
a
that too.
season of AGT with Scherzi and got to hear a lot of the ins and outs of that relationship, how
Go
it
on,
went,
tell
how
us.
it ended. I cannot do such a thing, but I was so intrigued to see if there was anything of them
Yeah.
running into each other, because we love a bit of celebrity drama. Of
course we do. Of course we
but
do.
some other celebrity couples that have broken up that were there: Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan.
God, Barry still gets invited to that stuff.
Yes.
Does her?
Yes. Rosalia and Jeremy Allen White from is it The Bear.
Oh, the bear. I did see him there.
Yes.
That's the neatest his hair's ever looked.
I know, he looks great. Patrick Schwarzenegger and Miley Cyrus were both there.
They were together?
I didn't know they were together.
I didn't know
but
that either.
There we go. And
Patrick's just chuffed over after his little night out with MGK and Sydney Sweeney in Vegas.
in Vegas,
the
is
weekend
he
we were
love his
traveling like
gloves.
us? Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny were also there. Now there was some a surprise was dropped on the red carpet by accident by Shakira. Now, Rihanna is pregnant.
Not her taxes.
No, Rihanna went on the red carpet and showed off her baby bump. She's having her third baby, but
she looks spectacular.
Shakira went on the red carpet before Rihanna, and they shared, I think, the same bus to get to. And when I say bus, I mean
they're
one
on the
of those
same subway
fancy
line,
Sprinter vans.
Yeah.
Shakira did an interview, and she actually blew that Rihanna was pregnant before Rihanna had done
bloody
the debut.
Shakira.
We're excited to see inside. Rihanna, I want to see her. Yeah, I want to see her so bad. And I just heard the news too. She's pregnant. Am I not supposed to say that?
Oh, Shakira.
Oh.
Bloody Shakira running her mouth again.
Running her mouth.
That would be me. I've heard the news.
I know. What news? The news.
Just don't tell me stuff, Rihanna.
know,
if you don't want
I
me to
know.
tell the world.
But anyway, Rihanna looks amazing in like the beautiful corset and hat. But there are also some tantrums on the way
hissy fit,
to
Joel.
My gosh, that's my shtick.
little chaotic, creasy moments. Kim Kardashian went off at a security guard after he stepped on her dress. And Doechii,
I saw the
we-
Doechii one.
We love her. She got out of the lift and was screaming at her team because the paparazzi got photos of her before they pulled over. Like, when something bad happens and they pull up the sheets around people so no one can see. That's how
like
she.
at the spring racing carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and they're
how
about to
she.
put down a horse.
That's how
Yes.
she exited the lift. So have a listen to this. This is her screaming at her team.
Yes, I'm ready. Give me another. No, stop. Give me another umbrella now. Another one. Right there. Get another. Whoa. I need another one.
Another umbrella. Two more umbrellas. Clear a path here. Clear a path.
Oh my gosh.
It's when you see stuff like that you realise what a silly, silly world we live in. Like,
It's ridiculous.
So stupid.
that is so silly.
And it's not like she was doing, how some people go on the carpet and they do this amazing reveal.
Like
they've
when
got-
Lady Gaga did the egg. That was a bit more
Totally.
interesting than a... Yeah.
But she was just kind of wearing like Louis
the
Vuitton
outfit
shorts.
wasn't that exciting.
Like it's not that exciting that you need to act like that much of a douche.
Yeah.
You know?
A Doechii.
A douchey. But also Usher. Lots of people broke the rules of not being able to use your phones in there. There was lots of celebrity photos. And,
Right. And a winter week
yeah,
tucking away.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Let's do it. We've got Glossies on the big screen again. Tell us what you see here.
I don't like talking about this bloke.
Kanye's had a day. He's had a.
I'm going to watch this interview
He's
when I
had
get
a
home.
time.
Yes.
But I think this is about the Piers Morgan chat that he's stormed
It
out
is.
of.
Yes, we have a little grab of this.
He's a
stormed
brat?
out because Piers got the number of Twitter followers incorrect. Have a listen to this.
You've got 32 million followers, so you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look right now. You're not going to take inches off my bro.
I'm told it's
do whatever you
33
want.
million now, so congratulations. You're slightly bigger following than I thought.
No, sir. This is what you get for now. We can circle back when you can count.
Okay.
Who's the bloke next to him? A
I have
security
no
guard?
idea.
Yeah.
Probably security.
Wow, what an adult.
I love that.
He's such a douche.
I know. All right, let's look. This is
But
great.
I love him. I was
Oh,
such
his
a
music,
fan.
exactly. Our next glossy, we haven't had one from this.
Oh, hey girl,
Little
it's my
turkey?
doppelganger.
Turkey time.
It's my doppelganger, Ellen. What's happening? Is she back in the US? Has the UK not worked out for Portia and Ellen?
She's very much not back in the US. She's posted a video mowing her paddocks at her English farm.
Oh my God, and like me, she's dyed her hair. We are so in tune.
Oh my God, look
she
at
and
her.
I.
She is just not in
Wow.
Santa Barbara with Oprah anymore, is she?
Wow.
Portia's
Look
like,
at-
what have I done with my life?
Look at all of that land. is
Portia's
all I
considering
can
moving
say.
back to Geelong.
I know, she's like, take me back to Ally McBeal days.
Yes, I know. Get me to the cattery.
Yeah.
Next. She'd rather be in Cardinia Park than there.
Yes.
Next
Oh,
glossy.
Is that Hilaria?
It is Hilaria.
Oh,
Now, where are
God,
you at
what's
with Meet the
Hilaria up to?
Baldwins? Because I'm off it now because
Okay.
I like Alec Baldwin again. I don't think as a person, but as an actor.
I think I told you to get onto the Baldwin's show, whatever it's called, because I thought that it was good. And
Love
then
her
I
earrings
too
there.
now hate it.
No.
But I don't know what she's up to. What's she done? Has she
changed
yelled at
accents
someone again?
again,
Has
or-
she?
Well, it is accent related, Joel Creasy. You're right, because in
Of
a new book,
course. It's a big thing.
her new new book title. God, these book titles are lame. Manual not included. I mean, okay, sure. Hilaria claims that the reason her accent sounds so fake is because it is fake, is because that she has ADHD and dyslexia. I mean, all right.
Wow.
She said,
Okay.
I have a brain that is one part English, one part Spanish. Blah, 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 blah.
Yada, yada, yada.
My stepfather's German, though, and he did say to me once, he said, even though he's spoken English for most of his life, 30-odd years, 40 years, he's been speaking English, he still thinks in German.
Wow.
Because that's your kind of native...
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Is it?
Interesting.
It's interesting.
Well,
Yeah, it is. It is interesting.
I
It's
think
making
it's
me think.
amazing.
No, I
But I'm thinking in English.
Well, because we also had the discussion about, do you have an inner voice? And is
I've
it
got
you?
so many.
Like, is it your voice telling you things?
Yeah.
And you said no.
No, I don't have an
And
inner
that blows
voice
my mind.
at all.
I know, that scares me.
Does it?
Yeah. You can have one of mine if you want.
what I'm talking
Joel's got
I've
several.
got plenty.
That's why I talk out loud so much. Last Aussie, if this is true or is going to be true, this is going to be epic.
Well, this is Timothy Chalamet, but I don't know the story.
Well, we're getting very close to Glastonbury. It's almost like that perfect 2 weeks in the middle of the year that's perfect in England.
Yes.
And he performed all of the songs in the Bob Dylan film.
Yes, I was trying to watch that on
I
the plane.
watched you try and watch that over 10 hours.
I kept trying to watch it and then I kept falling asleep.
I didn't watch a single film the whole
And
way.
because it's him actually performing, and
Yeah.
he did perform on Saturday Night Live as well, remember?
So is he going to do it
The
maybe
rumour
at
is-
Glastonbury?
That would be amazing.
Well, if this becomes a thing, Renee Zellweger did all her own vocals in the Judy Garland film. Can Renee Zellweger headline Glastonbury next year?
As
I'd
Judy
be
Garland?
going. Yeah.
Maybe.
Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. I mean, let's change up Glastonbury, make it a bit more music theatre.
I think that's more of a Coachella type thing.
Or a
You and I'd love
no-chella
it.
type thing.
Oh,
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Tools are down.
Oh,
Wednesday
for sure.
afternoon.
Hey,
Are
guys.
they what?
Guys.
Are
We're
we
doing
calling
it.
it?
Guys.
Surely. We just
First
landed.
day
We
back
have
in
to.
Sydney.
All
Let's go.
You.
Well, you flew home, but then you're back with us Friday and then Saturday. You got shows. We get to see your show this weekend, bro.
Live on stage in Sydney. No rest for the wicked.
No.
Do you know the website or the address you get to get
I
tickets?
think it is livenation.com.au. I feel like I've said that once or twice before.
That sounds right. You're doing the Enmore, which is an amazing venue, and then you're playing Chatswood as well.
Yes, Chatswood as well. Come
I
along,
like
Sydney.
it. What did you call it? North of the river? You're so
I
perf.
know. I've got some juicy tea to spill, though, so come along.
All right, livenation.com.au for tickets.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Lolly Young here on Nova. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. We are back home. Home. It's where the heart is.
You're in Sydney HQ. I'm in Melbourne HQ. Everything feels too normal.
It's
Too
good.
normal. I've got
I
a
know.
V in my hand, had a couple of cheds. I feel like I'm myself again, you know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
just sprayed myself with...
Chemist Warehouse fragrance.
Yep,
What
it's
is that
beautiful.
one that you got?
Well, I used to
the
wear this
blue?
when I was 15 and singing in the club.
Can I
In
smell?
the club. It's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue.
Because
I really like it.
Mother's Day coming up. Our favourite callers get $100 thanks to Chemist Warehouse today, and 300 in the Wednesday wheel.
Oh, that's huge.
So you can load up on fragrance. For Mother's Day.
have a sniff of
I was
that.
trying to make it cooler in here by
It's
spraying fragrance.
It's so hot. Well, call us 13 24 10. What did you do out of spite?
Spite, baby.
This is made for me.
Yeah.
Well, what was you? You've
Yeah.
told us a story before that I'm obsessed with.
Yeah, once, many years ago when someone dumped me. Can you believe it?
Dare they?
I programmed all my Melbourne Comedy Festival advertising to be on the tram route that he took to work every day.
Love
That
it.
is so spite, baby.
Had to see my face every single day.
I like it.
So
It's like that
petty.
Seinfeld episode. We return the jacket out of spite.
Out of
like,
spite.
What's the reason, sir, for you to return the jacket?
Out of spite.
Out of spite.
Of course. Of course. Well, I mean, this isn't out of spite, but I think in spite of my father's wishes.
Yes.
He always, I always wanted to be a singer and an artist. And this sounds so bad to say, I wanted to be like Michael Jackson. I can't say that anymore.
On stage?
Though. You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
But
Well,
as an artist.
Yeah, as
you
an
know?
artist, mate.
As an artist.
You're Australia's Michael. You're Australia's Janet.
Okay, thank you. But I always wanted to be a singer, and I know I always knew that. But my dad wanted me to get a real job, because singing is not a real job, and music is not a real job. And he wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor or something.
Oh, you'd be a great lawyer.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, actually, you would be
terrifying.
Right?
Terrifying.
Although I find lawyers. Have you noticed if you ever watch MasterChef, they're always lawyers who just really want to not be a lawyer
side
anymore.
hustle is being in the kitchen.
I want to make bolognese for people.
I would love to be a lawyer, but anyway, my dad always wanted me to get a real job, but I never did. So there you go.
Yeah,
Spite, baby.
I mean, when I started this show, this is my first real job.
Yeah, true.
No.
Oh, well, you've got a desk now.
I've got a desk.
Same.
And I've got a boss.
Yeah.
I get a pay slip.
What's so
that?
weird.
I get super. What's that?
I don't know what
Where
any of
does
it
that
is. Yeah.
But you're the only person. I don't think I ever hear Steve Harvey's name mentioned unless it's out of your
I
mouth.
love Steve Harvey.
I know you do. It's
so much.
Because he's not very big here, and you
very
mention him
famous
all
American
the
TV
I know.
time.
I actually realised this morning. I was talking about him on the plane. I was talking about him in the lounge this
Again
morning.
today, yeah.
And yesterday at lunch. I love Steve Harvey. And this story, surprise, surprise, is about Steve Harvey.
Australians would know Steve Harvey more because I think he mucked up a really big Miss World or something.
It was Miss Universe.
Miss Universe.
And
yeah,
he
really
read out
mucked
the
up.
wrong name.
Yeah.
I love it when that happens.
I love it when that happens
it ever
on
happened
TV. It has happened before, but we shall not talk about it. I don't know what you're talking about. So in the 6th grade, Steve Harvey, my favourite, obviously, my boyfriend, he wrote in an essay that he wanted to be on TV despite having a severe stutter. Now, his teacher mocked him, mocked his dreams,
Rude.
shattered his dreams, how bad, and called his parents. Now, his mum was Devo, because don't say that. That's just mean and it's nasty, and how dare you break my son's heart.
And also teach me.
My son Steve Harvey,
Yeah,
how dare you?
educate me.
But his father encouraged him to keep the paper and read it daily to motivate him. Now, once Steve Harvey had become a hugely successful TV star, what he started doing is sending that teacher, that naysayer of a teacher, a new TV every year out of spite.
That's brilliant.
I love him.
That is brilliant.
That is Spite, baby. What have you done? We've got Zoe, we're at D. If you want to call us, 132410. What did you do out of spite?
Oh my God, I could talk about this all day.
And if you've got a Steve Harvey story to make Ricky feel less alone.
Yeah, slide into my DMs.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
I think I said this before we left. I think that's going to be my motto in Vegas. The club can't even handle me.
It couldn't handle
It couldn't.
No, I couldn't handle that club. It was hectic. It was like being in battle.
No, I couldn't. I had a little panic attack and went home.
You went home in the most fabulous car I've ever seen.
But we have to say a huge shout out to Dom Dollar because he is just doing so incredibly well overseas.
Yes,
I've
and
never felt cooler, honestly.
I know, right? And he hooked us up with those tickets. We were like right there where all the cool kids were, where all the girls with no clothes on were, and they were really staring at me and thinking, why the hell are you here?
Who's that with
Who's
all the
that?
clothes on?
Why
I'm going to be dining out on this story for years.
are you the coat rack?
Who's drinking all our champagne?
Yeah.
It's time for Spite, baby. So people do things out of spite, and that's fun. I like that about people.
I do.
Sometimes it's enough to get me out of bed, you know?
Bit of spite.
Totally. I do
Yeah.
things out of spite sometimes that people would have no idea that I do out of spite.
No. And it's not necessarily something that someone's done to me recently. It could have been like in grade 4. And now I'm finally getting my
You're
revenge.
trying to spite them.
It's very
Yeah.
healthy.
It is really healthy.
So Ricky finally gets a Steve Harvey story on the air, and that's the most important thing.
I'm going to see how many Steve Harvey stories
No,
I
that's
can
enough.
bring. No,
Out of
he's-
spite.
he's
For the rest of the week, out of
Yes,
spite, you're
out
going to
of
do
spite.
Steve Harvey stories.
Every single day of this week, I'm bringing a Steve Harvey story to the table.
He hosts Family Feud over there.
Yes.
And
He
has done
does.
for a long time.
Yes.
Since Drew Carey, I think.
Why don't you tell everyone the Denzel Washington Steve Harvey story? I told you 7 times.
That's a good one, but gosh, you took it seriously. And so Denzel Washington said to him. Zoe, let's talk spite for you. Give us your spite story, please.
My best friend got cheated on, and so we signed her ex up to 200 spam emails from the Mormon Church and the Church of Scientology, every religious cult you can think of.
Oh,
Normal
yes,
email, his
great.
work email, his phone number, all of it.
Perfect.
Oh, the best.
Spite, baby. D, hello.
Hello.
Hey, D, what'd you do out of spite?
When my fiance broke up with me and cheated on me, I went through his whole closet and every left shoe I threw it in the bin.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Yes, I do. I was 30 years too early with the violin, I think, after hearing songs like that. It's really back, you know?
What was the last violin song that you liked? Was it a Cause song?
Oh, no, but the last one I performed was Vivaldi's Four Seasons.
Hold on, wait, that whole thing. Whoa, whoa.
I used to do solos.
I thought you were talking about the last
school
music you liked that had violins in it.
No, I was saying
and
I was
you're telling
too early.
me the Tiny Tim played the violin.
Yeah.
And which of the 22 schools that you went to did you play the violin at? Did you play a different instrument at each school?
No, I just took it. I did violin into piano.
Or did you do violin because it was easy to travel with when you went to all your schools?
It was very easy to travel. My brother did the double bass.
That's
I played the big tenor saxophone, so that was hard to carry around.
Netball
saxophone.
I was a clarinet girl.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense for your later life, I guess, with your little reeds.
Clarinet
and
works for you.
Yeah, I had to suck on that reed to get it all wet before you put it into the thing.
Yeah. You like lick it.
Gross.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
But the trumpet and trombone's worse when you have to like relieve all of the gross saliva.
Yes, Alfie, my middle boy, second boy, whatever.
Say your son.
My son, did the trumpet for about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah. What was more annoying, the spit or the noise?
Well, there was no noise. That's how hard it was to play the trumpet. I was like,
the trumpet's
hard.
It was really hard. Who's that famous Australian trumpeter?
Oh, James Morrison?
Yeah, is that him?
Is that James Morrison? Yeah.
Yeah. Big cheeks.
A lot of bear.
Australian trumpeter. That's cool.
Yeah,
there's one.
Wasn't
he's like the Kenny G of trumpets in Australia.
Back to that Morgan Wallen Prize in London, though. We're giving that away next week for May 28th. They're spending money 5 nights in the coolest city in the world.
Yes, it's your favourite place, right?
I do love London. I do LA and London, but I do London. You feel home straight away.
Yeah,
just go straight to a pub.
Yep. And 5 days over there. That's great.
You can do that. All right, we've got Chantel and Camille ready to go for the
I'm too
Google.
keen. I've got my device up and ready to go.
What are you using today?
I'm going laptop today.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I've only got my phone.
Okay. We'll do it next. Is it your old phone? Oh, no, that's Ed Sheeran's new song.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Oh, Ed. It's like when you find your old Sony Cybershot and you go through all your photos.
Don't plug those in.
No.
It's a Sony Cybershot.
Yes.
I'll Google it.
Yes, $300 to give away thanks to your good friends at Chemist Warehouse. And they've got you sorted Mother's Day Sunday. Buy Mum a fragrance from Chemist Warehouse. Our favourite callers have been scoring $100. And Chantel, you could get $300 here just by having Joel Google for you.
Hi, Chantel.
Joel, let's go.
I'm playing on the laptop. It is my preferred device. I'm feeling confident and ready to go.
Yeah, nice one. Okay, Camille.
Let's do it.
Hello, Camille.
Hi, Camille.
Hello. Hi,
Ricky's
Ricky.
got you.
Camille, I have just raided the Chemist Warehouse stand. There's a lot going on, and
Awesome.
I'm going to try and win for you so you can go and
really
get whatever
have.
you want.
Just been unboxing stuff and spraying it in our faces.
I know. I sprayed something before, and all of the boys. I said, "What do you think of this?" And they all their faces just went, "Ugh."
Yeah, it was really
Oh, my
sweet.
God. I love Chemist Warehouse.
Yes, Camille.
Good stuff, Camille. We'll cut that up and send that off.
And
thanks,
obviously,
Camille.
the perfume you all didn't like is the one I'm going to wear.
So we both gave the most
Out of
disgusted looks
spite.
ever. Jermaine and I were like, ugh. And we
Oh,
both
so you
like
and
very
Jermaine were
different
in
things.
sync
Yeah,
for
I know.
once.
And we like different things generally.
I don't know about that.
And then you pop that straight in your handbag like a
Yeah.
weirdo.
Because Rich will like that because it's feminine. I wear like man fragrances. And
Yeah,
he wants me to smell like a woman for once.
I will dupe the whole trip for you because I know you like it when JC wears his dupe. I don't know where I was going with that.
I'll ask you a question. You need to Google the answer with your phone, your laptop, your device.
Okay.
First person to shout out the answer wins. You can guess as many times as you want, all right? It's pretty
Got
good.
it.
This is nice and topical because earlier this week, there we go.
My last Google was, is the desert dry?
Mine was Sony Cybershot.
Earlier this week, Microsoft, this is unfortunate, shut down Skype after 22
I
years.
heard this.
I mean, because, COVID, just like everyone's just Zooming and everyone
I know,
just
but
Zooms.
Skype really mucked it up, didn't they?
Well, how did they, though? They had the service all sorted out.
True.
Anyway, 22 years of service. We also said goodbye recently to Pope Francis. Adios.
Oh, yes.
He passed away Easter Monday at the age of 88. Now, the day before he passed, he was visited by Vice President J.D. Vance.
That's correct.
Today, as we've seen on the news, cardinals will begin to vote to elect a new pope in the largest ever conclave. Now, the longest conclave lasted 1,006 days. It's a long time to make one decision.
It's a long time.
And that's the largest ever conclave as well. The longest conclave was the 1,006 days, as I mentioned, and that was back in the 13th century.
It's a while back. That
Cardinals
one?
over the age of 80 can't vote. They're not allowed to vote over the age of 80.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
No, that seems a bit ageist, doesn't
They
it?
can't write properly.
Well, they can be president, though.
Yeah, right? Crazy.
Yeah, I know, weird rule.
Crazy conclave. Out of the 250 cardinals, only 133 are eligible to vote. So how old's the youngest cardinal?
Oh, I actually knew this off the top of my head and my phone's frozen. I'm going to have to swap devices.
He's 45 years old.
Yep.
Bam!
Congratulations, Camille. The $300 is all yours from Kemmer's Warehouse.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Thanks,
Enjoy.
Ricky.
No worries. Enjoy it, Camille.
I wonder if there'll be rolling coverage of the 1,000-day conclave.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm getting really into it.
Let's hope they've become a bit more efficient with
that's
making
right.
decisions.
Yeah.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
Don't call me up.
Ever.
What?
Sorry.
Don't ever call me up. My phone is on Do Not Disturb. I am busy/asleep.
I think very early on when I first started working with you guys, I called you, Joel, and you've never sounded more terrified in your life. You
Absolutely.
answered because it was me, and I
Well,
feel
obviously,
like you thought,
I answer for pop stars.
But then I was like, what do you do? I think it was around Christmas, and I was like wanting to sit and have a chat and have a champagne with you, and you were so frazzled. It was so funny.
Oh,
I
More
loved it.
concerning is when Joel calls you. You're like, what's happened now? Like
What's
that's
happened?
that's when it's more terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Has
it's a
he
butt
died
dial.
and someone's found his phone? Like, what's going on?
A couple of days ago, I'm just flicking around on US telly and saw Robert Irwin on the US Today Show. And I'm like, talking about Dancing with the Stars.
Just being an all-round good guy.
Just good guy, funny guy. And there's this debate going on at the moment online whether 100 men would win against a single gorilla. You know how they have those
Everyone's
stupid...
talking about this.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like,
Yeah.
I was watching a video of Mike Tyson talking about that with someone this morning,
This
I think.
particular thing.
This exact same thing. And he said 100 Mike Tysons would kill a gorilla immediately. That guy would have no chance, obviously, with a hell of a lot more swear words.
And he's
in
into pigeons.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's
As the
not
resident
normal
animal
to hear him
lover-
talk about gorillas. Yeah.
I don't love this, but I think surely humans win, right? Like, obviously, if it was me and my friends, the gorilla's probably going to win. But if,
No, you
if it
guys
was
would just
100
like-
Ricky Lees, that gorilla's in trouble.
Yeah.
You guys would just hurl insults at the gorilla the whole time, just really sassy insults, and the gorilla would be crying
Yeah,
and
like
run
nice
away.
bumhole gorilla.
Yeah. You're
showing
doing your
us
hair
your
like that today? Okay.
Try some pants.
Yeah.
Have a listen to what Robert Irwin thinks, because, he's our resident, animal guy.
I have been asked this question so much in the last week, it's ridiculous. Who would win, 100 people or a gorilla? As an animal conservationist, fighting an endangered species just doesn't sit right with me. How many people does it take to save gorillas? That's the question we should be asking.
So he's
No,
flipped
Robert.
it. No.
No, Robert.
He's funny.
No, Robert.
He's warm.
Oh, you're coming over to the
Robert.
dark side, are you,
Have
Ricky?
a sense of humour, Robert. Everything's not an issue. Sometimes things can just be a joke.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel's podcast on Nova.